So in the past 2 days, two big things have happened. First, Twitter has changed their brand from Twitter to X, which is kind of interesting, and I will tell you why in a second. And the second one is the release of the WorldCoin by Sam Altman, who is an owner and co-founder of ChatGPT, OpenAI, which has another funny story that I will tell you in a second. So let's first start with X, the past Twitter, new X company that is owned by Elon Musk, fully, it's a private company. And everyone knows what Twitter is. And there is a lot of stuff going around that there was a terrible decision because Twitter is a brand, it's a multi-billion-dollar brand, it's recognized around the world. When you say tweet something or go to Twitter, everyone knows what does it mean. It has a social recognizable effect. With X, they will have to build that and rebrand the whole system again. But obviously Elon Musk had the idea for that because he would like to build a full application that is not only social media but also finance, connect both worlds, and it's supposed to be everything up. But from my perspective, it's not going to be everything up because it's just finance and social media, so it's not everything. But the other problem that he is facing right now, that the trademark for X is owned by few different companies. So let's say Microsoft owns the trademark for X in finance and in commerce. Meta owns the trademark for X as a social media platform. Xbox owns the trademark for games. And Xerox is a stock ticker. So all of those X's are taken. And Elon, I feel like Elon shot himself a little bit in the knee because right now there is a lot of companies that I mentioned just a second ago that are able to actually sue him because of that name. Whether or not they will do it, that's another story, especially like if Meta is owning the X for social media, then maybe the interesting story, as they also released lately Threads, which is a competition to Twitter X, now X. So that may be an interesting, movie really towards. So take the popcorn and just, take your time and follow those stuff. In terms of WorldCon and Sam Altman, the story is a little bit less impressive or fun because it's we're dealing over here with ownership of the data. So what he has created with WorldCoin is a company that will scan your eye to get your identity through their hard drive that they created called Orbit. Okay, you can get the it's called Orb, sorry. You can get that scan in 200 different countries. It's not available right now in USA. And the idea is that you will get paid in cryptocurrency for that scan. So they will, based on that scan, they will create your digital identity. And yeah, I don't see the other really reasons for it. It, for me, feels like a little bit, and I can be biased, okay? Because in Uniflow, we are creating something all on those lines, just in a little bit different direction. And we have a little bit different mission over here. But he is going to store all of the data. He created the shitcoin, the normal cryptocurrency that any other company have created, and anyone can really create it. Nothing special about that cryptocurrency. The first really idea 5 or 6 years ago when they started building WorldCoin is that they're going to provide the universal income to everyone, right? But that now is shifting into the crypto space, into the AI space, because obviously Sam Altman owns the AI. And why I do not really fully respect Sam Altman anymore, and it's not that he cares because I'm obviously no one. It's just what he did in first place with the OpenAI, when he built the OpenAI as an open platform for everyone, where Elon Musk was co-founding it, and the OpenAI, the name is based on the idea of being open. And the company was non-profit, right? Where when they actually released the product and got a lot of traction straight away, they changed from non-profit to for-profit company, and they sold the company to Microsoft. Which is very unethical way of doing business, in my opinion, of someone who is no one, obviously. You can tell me your thoughts about that. But so since then, I really lost the respect to the guy who has a lot of achievement, because he was he was the CEO of Y Combinator, who is one of the largest accelerators for startups. They have tons, like hundreds of companies that they invested in. They have like the largest program, the accelerator program for startups. So he's done quite a lot of stuff in his life. But since going from non-profit to for-profit, changing the AI company to something that is right now a private company owned by one of the largest institutions in the world, for me, it lost the touch. And since then, I don't really trust him. And with this, it doesn't make me trust him anymore, because it's just gathering all of the data about as many humans as possible, and their biometric data as well, and having the ownership of that. So he can really, whatever they write in the terms and conditions and privacy policies, he can do everything with the data and use it however he wants it. So yeah, let me know what you think about this, and that will be it from me today. Thank you very much, and I see you tomorrow.